Joining us now for some review of the headlines of today's newspaper from around the world is a Rise News analyst, Emmanuel Balabite Efedi. Great to have you. Action.
Good morning, Rufai. Good morning, Ayo.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kyari.
Good to see you.
Yes, the silver-haired man. I know you love that.
I love the silver fox.
Yes. Now, we'll start the review with This Day, Nigeria's newspaper of record. You can't take that away from This Day. Now, the lead story, we'll start with the lead story there. Kyari, Tinubu has directed palliative be put in place to cushion effect of subsidy removal. Insists petrol prices, not fixed, will continue to be determined by market forces. NLC mobilizes for action against fuel price adjustment. Yes, to hold emergency NEC meeting today, lawmakers urge federal government to suspend DSDP contracts, direct purchase contracts. Civil society group protests block major roads in Edo. Removal of petrol subsidy must not fuel poverty. Amnesty International advises the government, don't be distracted by antics of labor leaders, oil marketers. Northern groups tell federal government. Yes, of course, the group CEO of NMPCL was on this program yesterday. It was an exclusive from the morning show. And of course, it's been the source of headlines for a number of newspapers. And that's where this story is coming from, where he said the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has directed that palliatives be put in place. Well, those palliatives are not in place yet. So some persons will have to sit down, look at the best options to bring succor to Nigerians. Of course, just above that story, there is another story there. Oba of Benin greets President. VP says inauguration fulfillment of destiny. Wants focus on youth development. Yes, the Oba of Benin, Omonoba Nedo Uku Akpolokpolo Eware II, sending his congratulatory message to President and Vice President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Senator Kashim. Now, we look at how other newspapers are reporting this story. That's the petrol subsidy story. The Punch newspaper, Dangote PH refineries, Port Harcourt refineries, that is, others won't change fuel price. NNPCL. Yes, refineries production input costs will raise price to current level. Kyari, that's making that statement here. And of course, that comes from that interview on the morning show yesterday. Now, the Vanguard newspaper, Subsidy, new players will make petrol price come down. Kyari. Now, the Guardian newspaper, yes, going back in time, 11 years after Occupy Nigeria, Tinubu toes painful path to economic rebirth. Of course, you can see the photograph. That was Lagos in 2012, January 2012, when petrol subsidy was removed by the then government of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Of course, the vociferous voice of the opposition, that includes Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then said no. And of course, Nigerians poured into the streets, they were urged on, and there had to be a reversal. The best time to have removed the fuel subsidy was in 2012, when Goodluck Ebele Jonathan tried it, and there was opposition. The next best time is now, and the man in charge is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, how what comes around goes around. But it's a decision that has to be taken sometime, and now is the time. But the palliative must follow so that Nigerians don't suffer unduly. Now, the Daily Sun newspaper, Tinubu talks tough to service chiefs, direct them to provide adequate security measures, says working at cross purposes will no longer be condoned. Yes, of course, familiar sight, service chief, heading to the presidential villa, receiving instructions, sometimes marching order. But it must be said that in the last 1 year, specifically from November, when the president then, President Muhammadu Buhari, told the service chief, I've given you free hand, go ahead and crush these bandits, terrorists. The military has been doing a yeoman's job, but there is still insecurity in the land. What will they do differently under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Of course, the manifesto of the president speaks volume of what should be done, how it should be done, when it should be done, how soon it will be done, the questions that we answer in the fullness of time. Now, if we go to the Daily Trust newspaper, yes, the Daily Trust newspaper. Of course, the Daily Trust newspaper, Tinubu gives service chief new security template. Yes, yesterday, the Daily Trust came up with the story that the Naira has been devalued to 630 Naira. Of course, CBN quickly puts forward a statement, and there has been a repost from Daily Trust standing by their stories. So, only policy change can explain 169.4 depreciation. Daily Trust replies CBN. But if we just leave Daily Trust, because another newspaper is intervening in this matter, Business Day newspaper. Yes, the lead story of Business Day is subsidy removal spoils West African stolen petrol market as prices in Nigeria now closer to neighbors. But the story I'm talking about is business leaders insist they get dollars at 630 Naira despite CBN denial. And the newspaper speaking authoritatively, yes, authoritatively, their own words, not mine now. And I just read that portion. Business Day has, however, authoritatively gathered that the FX rate goes as high as 630 Naira within the day, which businesses buy dollars, but the rate mysteriously ends by the end of trading. By the end of the trading day. This has been the case for over a month now, according to the business leaders who spoke to Business Day. And quoting one of those business leaders, we bid every 2 weeks. Last week's CBN rate was actually 634 Naira to 636 Naira officially. I'm quoting. One importer said, our government should always tell us the truth. The Naira has been devalued officially. That is the truth. I expect a repost from CBN. But Business Day weighing into the matter, and they are saying they are doing so authoritatively. Yes, Ayo, Kayode,
okay.
And
we have time to react. Oh, we don't have time.
And Rufai.
We're sadly out of time, but thank you very much for reviewing today's top stories in the newspapers, Mr. Ifeni.